I recently shaved my head, as you can see. For my entire life, I've had long hair. I'd never once shaved my head as short as it is right now. And the main reason I did that was to face insecurities. There was one time in middle school where some kid was like, just made like a slight comment. Like, I'm sure he doesn't even remember saying it, but he said, "You know, you kind of got a big forehead." And, I took it personally. I really, held on to that. And maybe I didn't admit that to myself, but I definitely did hang on to it. And so for years, I kept my hair long. I kept my bangs down because I was insecure. If the wind would blow my hair up, I would kind of try and cover it, And so I finally made the commitment just to shave it off and just to face it, And now that I've shaved my hair, shaved my head, I really, it's not as bad. It's not as bad as you make things out to be. And I think it goes to show how often fear is like a mile wide and an inch deep. It's, things seem a lot more intimidating than they really are. But it also goes to show you the impact of people's words on you and how things other people say change the way you behave and act. And I wasn't even consciously doing that. It wasn't a super intentional thing. But I was trying to cover up insecurities by keeping my hair long. But I was doing that. And I think the only way you can grow from things like that is by facing them. Another thing I've been considering is what jiu-jitsu's role in my life should be. I've had a lot of people tell me, give me positive feedback about my jiu-jitsu skills. And so I guess I kind of created an association with that and my identity. And I guess that makes it difficult to take a step back from this thing that I've associated so much with myself, And I'm not sure that that's what I want to do, but I don't think I should pursue something because of other people's opinions. I don't think I should be restrained from pursuing other things because of words that other people say. But really it comes to being aware of it. And for a while I told myself that the reason I didn't want to, or I had to, or I needed to, or I should continue to pursue jiu-jitsu is because I've came so far, and it would be a pity to give up now, without seeing it all the way through. And there's definitely truth to that, at least to a degree, but I think it also is an excuse, and it hides some other truths of the fact that it boosts my ego. It's doing something you're relatively good at, and sometimes having people tell you you're good at something or that thing It makes you feel good in some ways, and I think perhaps that was one of the big reasons that it was so difficult to even contemplate the idea of moving on and pursuing something else. Because there's a lot of validation that I get from doing that thing. So to even contemplate the idea of moving on from it is contemplating the idea of removing that validation, or that external validation, I guess. I don't know. But the other thing is I've just really made it a part of my identity. It's like who am I without jiu-jitsu? And this isn't to say that I plan on giving up on it. I believe I haven't ever really fully committed to pursuing it, even though I've told myself I have. I haven't given it my all. I can't truly say that I've given it my 100% all. And I feel like I at least have to do that before I consider moving on from it, but that's besides the point. I guess now I'm just at least considering the fact that maybe this isn't all there is for me. And I'm trying to contemplate the idea of what the role of it is in my life. Tomorrow I'll be teaching my first official class. I've taught a class here and there, but tomorrow I'll be running the class, kind of on my own. And it's a little intimidating, I suppose, but I'm trying not to overthink it. I think that will be my biggest hurdle, is overthinking it, and just not staying calm. I know I have the skills and the knowledge to teach. And I know I can teach people a lot of things, but I just need to trust myself and trust that I've learned. But yeah, I don't know what the role of it is in my life. What's the role of jiu-jitsu? Is this something that I want to do for the do I want to be a competitor for the rest of my life? Is that all I want? When I look at competitive jiu-jitsu athletes, are these the people that I look up to? Why do I look up to them? Is it because people have status? Is that why? Is it because of the glory? Are those worthy pursuits? When I consider what I really want, I think I really want to have an impact on the world. I want to positively help people, and maybe I'm just saying that because it makes me feel good about myself, thinking that I could change the world or I could help people. But I think what better pursuit is there and to change the world? If it wasn't for people like Steve Jobs or Thomas Edison or Henry Ford, we wouldn't have the modern life that we have. We wouldn't have the smartphone. We wouldn't have the lights. We wouldn't have the car. We wouldn't have the entire roads, the world. The automotive industry changed the geography of the world. You know what I mean? It severely altered the planet. And you could argue if that was for the better or for the worse. But, without a car, there's so many things I wouldn't have been able to do and see. And so in a lot of ways, it is a good thing. And I hope someday I can have that big of an impact on the world for a positive outcome. It's just easy to feel like you're not getting anywhere. You know, you're just not doing the right things, you know. Just walking in circles, you're just not making progress to get there, you know. But I think really what it comes down to is facing discomfort and making the changes you need to. So that's what I'm trying to do. Right now, the discomfort I'm facing is that I haven't really been pursuing jiu-jitsu like I told myself I have. I mean, I've maybe competed 4 times this year in 6 months, and I consider myself a competitor. I mean, it's expensive, but if I'm really fully committing myself to this and saying I'm fully committed to it, then I should have competed, 10 times, 20 times this year. I mean, every fucking weekend I could be competing, but I'm not, because I'm not fully committing. And if I'm not honest with myself about the mistakes I'm making, I can't correct the mistakes. So I'm just trying my best to start acknowledging and admitting the mistakes I'm making, and then start adjusting. I think that's all one can really do. Just gotta keep adjusting. That's all I got.